one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. This one fielded at the 5. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Off play action, Fields. Throw left side here, hauled in by the tight end, Firkser. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. The number 1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him. Hunter Nicewander on to punt now on 4th down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. A good head down running on the return. Gets about 15 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. First carry now for Nick Chubb. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Play fake. Murray. This one hauled in by Sample.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Now Murray off play action. That's caught by Myers. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 14.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a 1st down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. Oh, Chubb fumbled it, and this is picked up by the Bears. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
At the Browns' 34-yard line.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Buying time to his left. And a loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns. There he goes, right side. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 40-yard line.
Keep 15, keep 15.
A shotgun snap, Fields. And here's a leaping catch. He pulled it in. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 42. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A give. This is Montgomery. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Fields going to get this to Montgomery. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Fields. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. DeForest Buckner with a sack. The former number 7 overall pick.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They snap it to Fields. Williams brings it in. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
2nd and 6 from the 10. Now a give running left with Montgomery. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. From the gun, here's Fields. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
Well, the coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast, too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up 4th down.
They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Browns drive about to get started. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. A big play that time for Cleveland.
First down, Browns.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. He'll find Schwartz, complete right side. And he's brought down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Being chased out left. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another 1st down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
Going to throw deep for the end zone.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
Wide open receiver, complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Murray now to throw. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David Njoku, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football?
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Fields. This one swung out to Montgomery. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. McLaughlin for the extra point. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Browns 21, Bears nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Fields. Flush to his right. That is caught. It's Williams. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Montgomery. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Now it's Fields. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Mike Williams in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Santos with the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And now a fair catch called for, and he'll indeed take it at about... 6-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started.
And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here.
Chubb will have the first down and much more. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
These two teams currently going over their final halftime adjustments. We are just about set to get back to it in the second half. And for the call, let's go back to Soldier Field and Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway.
Takes it at the 7. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. On play action, it's Murray. Got an open man, it's Michael Gallup. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. Throwing on first down is Murray. That's complete into the hands of Myers. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
His throw caught at about the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Here's Chubb on the read option.
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb, his 17th touchdown now on the season.
And the Browns take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10.
Here's Fields.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Andre Cisco.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right?
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Now Fields. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They run it again with Chubb. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. Runs over him. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Anthony Schwartz with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Browns get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Fields now to throw. And this is incomplete. And, Charles, for this defense, they're a confident bunch. Some may say maybe too confident at times. How do you think that they approach a game like this when they're taking on a team that's lost 4 straight?
Well, if they're anything like their head coach, you know they're relying on that confidence. You and I both were sort of surprised at his weekly press conference when he was asked about this being a trap game. He was almost boasting that he didn't see anything to worry about. That surprised both of us in a big way because we know that can be a dangerous tactic because I can guarantee you the guys on the other side, they heard that, and they're looking for anything to galvanize them.
Fields throwing again. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
On 2nd down now, it's Montgomery. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Back to throw, Fields. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Justin Fields taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bears get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Now the point after try for Santos. And that'll cut the lead down to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
The Browns drive about to get started. And this one is going pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. They start on the ground with Nick. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On 2nd and 1, Murray. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
Play fake. Murray. Open man is Myers. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. They toss it left side to Chubb. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. They'll roll him out right. And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the 1st down and then slides to the ground.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair. Because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Well, yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. They'll give it to Chubb. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Chubb. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Now Murray off play action. Flushed out right. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. They're going for it. It's Murray. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Chicago defense able to come up with a goal line stand. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by J.C. Jackson.
As a quarterback, Charles, you have to imagine that he knew that heat was coming there on that snap. But this time, the pressure forces him into an interception.
Absolutely he knew, and maybe that's a spot in other parts of the game. He's going to think about just throwing that one away, but down late in the 4th quarter, he has no choice, no luxury.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Cleveland, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Chicago, any slim hopes they had at a playoff berth gone now as they drop to 4-9. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time.